Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Greetings, salutations. What's good, my dudes? How's the day? How's the day? Where are you tuning in from? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We are just getting started. Hi, Fred. Happy Tuesday. We'll be reading for all 12 houses. Every Tuesday we do general readings for the collective called Tarot Tuesday. Welcome from New Jersey. Welcome in, everybody. Salutations and a good day. Just shuffling these cards, getting this energy moving. Ready to play. If you can hear me okay, go ahead and click that screen a couple times so I know that the microphone is working, that you can hear me clearly. Get some likes up there, keep this fresh on the feed so our fellow witches can see this. They can jump into the room. We'll begin in just a moment. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hi, Vivian. Hi, Anna. Welcome in, everybody. Greetings. Hi, Samantha. Thanks for those gifts. Appreciate it. If y'all don't mind, if you have the energy, maybe click the screen a few more times so we keep this fresh on the feed, get this live stream going. We're going to begin in a moment for the collective. We'll be reading for all 12 astrology houses of the Zodiac. We start with house number 1, Aries. We make our way all the way to house number 12, Pisces. General readings for everybody. Hi, Lemons. Hi, Natalie. Welcome in, everybody. Greetings and salutations. If it's your first time here, it's good to see you. My name is Zen, Gavin, and we are so stoked to play today. We'll begin in a moment with house number 1, Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, wherever you got a Mars placement, wherever your first house is, that's your rising sign typically. We'll make our way to Taurus, to Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. It's Scorpio season, did you know? Happy Scorpio season. Happy birthday to anybody if it's your birthday today. And we'll make our way to Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and conclude the evening with Pisces. Moving in order, we're about to get started with house number 1. Gotta save the best for last. This is for all 12 houses. So it can be for your sun sign, it can be for your rising sign, it can be for your moon sign, it can be for your planet placements, it can be for your houses, because everybody has all 12 houses within their chart. And if you don't know your natal chart, I highly recommend you go look that up and start learning it. I recommend Cafe Astrology. That's my favorite natal chart website. If you have your birthday, the time, and the location, you'll be able to find your natal chart. These are collective readings for everybody. We will begin in just a second. If it's your first time here, welcome in, welcome in. If you've been here before, welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see you, my dudes. If y'all are ready for these collective readings, go ahead and drop me that sunflower emoji so I know that you can hear me clearly, that you are ready for the cards this evening. Greetings and salutations, everybody. We're just about to get started. What's good, Katie? Sagittarius in the chat, I see you. Fantastic. All the sunflowers out here. We're focused. We're flowing. We're ready to play today. We'll begin with Aries, house number 1. House number 1 is about the identity, the spark within. Before you even choose to make a body, who you are on all lifetimes and levels, that soul that you bring with you throughout all of your incarnations. Aries, sun, moon, and ascendants, wherever you have a Mars placement. Do I have any Aries in the house today? We are so focused and ready to play. Stoked for y'all. Let's get to it. While we're shuffling, I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of our guides, all of our guardians, our angels, and our aliens, our ancestors watching over us and encouraging us to continue to show up. What a gift it is to be here today to share these messages for the collective. If you have to leave at any time throughout this live stream, the recording will be up on my YouTube tomorrow. And if you want to see any of our other previous weeks, you can go subscribe there on the YouTube as well. I see you, Aries. We're stoked. We're ready to play. House number 1. Let's see what the message is today. We are focused. We are flowing. We are here for it. Let's get right to it. Sun, Moon, Ascendants, first house, Aries placements. What's the message? We cut the deck. We clear it. We let it rest. And here we go. We cut these cards. We clear it. We let it rest. Welcome in, everybody. We are focused. We are flowing. We're going to draw 2 cards from the top of the Hermetic Tarot. We flip the deck upside down to show the root, and we draw in 1 goddess for you, my dudes. First and foremost, we have the 4 of Cups here. Lord of Blended Pleasure. 4 of Cups for house number 1. The only card that's right side up today. We have the Princess of Wands here in reverse. Princess of the Shining Flame. And the Knight of Swords here in the root. Lord of the Winds and the Breezes. Knight of Swords. And the goddess today, Benzai 10. The goddess of beauty for Aries, the collective. It's lit. We are focused. We're flowing. We're being reminded the importance of prioritizing pleasure and projecting pleasure into our space today. It's so amazing what a positive mentality and optimistic attitude can do, not only for you, but the world around you. May we continue to learn how to make peace with those that attempted to get under our skin and the triggers that we experience on a consistent basis. With all these cards in reverse, we're being called to begin prioritizing pleasure to then integrate these energies on the deeper level for Aries' first house. 4 of Cups, Lord of Blended Pleasure. What fills your cup up? And are you giving yourself a moment, at least 1 moment a day, to fill up your cup so you can restore and revitalize? It's so easy to get depleted. It's so easy to fall into cycles of doubt, worry, fear, just getting beaten by the world. The more that we can focus our time for ourselves, the more we can keep our flame lit and kindling this. It's so crucial to remember how to return our light and our energy inward and to prioritize beautifying our internal environment. Knight of Swords here in the root is reminding us of mental energy. Swords is the element of air. Air is the element of communication, verbalization, visualization. So where are you placing your focus, and how is this affecting your reality? Because ultimately, where we place our focus, where your attention goes, your energy flows. And a lot of the times, we lose the importance of prioritizing pleasure for ourselves. So the more that we can sit with those things that are triggering us, that are challenging us, but more so, rather than react to it and feeding into those cycles, we choose to take a step back and choose a higher path. This is how we can then integrate the beauty within our life. See, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and you are the beholder, my friend. The more that you can claim the beauty for yourself, the more you can stand here as a beacon. So you can be here as a beautiful individual, but ultimately beauty begins within. And so many people think that beauty just has something to do with on the surface. But as you continue to kindle your flame and you stay focused with your mind, being mindful of the words that you're speaking and the stories you're subscribing to on a consistent basis, this is ultimately going to alter your reality. Aries, it begins with that spark within your heart. Nobody can take that away from you, that fire within. It's so important that we continue to protect our flame and then learn how to sustain it, because as they know, 1 candle has the ability to light 10,000 more. Stay lit, my friends. Fantastic. Power to you. Thank you, Aries, for this message. What a simple, sweet way to begin this evening. We're going to get it flowing with Taurus, house number 2. Though if you dug that Aries reading, go ahead and drop me that Aries emoji or maybe the ram, just so I know that you're here vibing. We're going to flow forward to house number 2, Taurus. Do we have any Taurus in the house? Welcome in, everybody. Greetings and salutations. We are flowing. It's Tarot Tuesday. These are 12 readings for all 12 houses. Up next, we got Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, wherever you may have a Venus placement. Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus. Taurus is the house of values. So when you know yourself, Aries, house number 1, you can then express yourself according to your values. Taurus, house number 2, Earth. Let's get right to it. We are focused, we are flowing, we are here for this. Taurus, my babes, my friends, here you are. We cut the deck. We clear it, we let it rest. Do we have any Taurus in the house? We are focused, we are flowing. Samantha says, you are a good teacher. I received this. I appreciate you, Samantha. I appreciate all y'all's gifts earlier. I'm in channel mode right now, so if I don't respond with gratitude right away, it's just because I'm delivering the message. Right now, we got Taurus for the collective, house number 2. focused, flowing. We cut it, we clear it, we let it rest. We draw 2 cards for Taurus. We flip the deck upside down to show the root. Strong cards for Taurus today. Strong cards for Taurus today. Let's get to it, my dudes. First, house number 2, we have number 2 in the major arcana, the High Priestess here for you. Nice little synchronicity just to start off the day. Here we go, the High Priestess. That's you. We have the universe here as well. This is also you, Taurus. The Great Ones of the Nighttime, Priestess of the Silver Star, Taurus for you today. We also have the 5 of Wands in the root, Lord of Strife. Lord of Strife. And the goddess for you, she's in reverse, reminding us the importance of the practice of self-mastery. We have the goddess of Saraswati here. See, once you know yourself and once you start to embody and live your values, this is a lifelong journey of self-mastery. It never stops. May you continue to challenge yourself to integrate your energies. I'm getting the message of working smarter, not harder. For the Lord of Strife here is reminding us that we don't need to strive so hard. We don't really need to try. As a wise Yoda once said, do or do not. There is no try. And the High Priestess and Saraswati make it look easy. They're not even trying. But ultimately, it's just because they're so good at what they do. You, my friend, are the universe. You are the center of your universe, and you put the you in the universe. The more you can recognize how important it is to cultivate your values within and not just see values as a price tag and as a number, but values as things like joy and prosperity, peace and harmony and honesty and truth, the more you can then embody and live your values so you can be here as a beacon, a walking, talking, heart-beating miracle, which you are in case no one's told you today. And the High Priestess is an individual who has committed to her practice, who's walking the path of self-mastery and is shining as a inspiration. We all have something to teach. We all have something to learn. But the more that we can learn how to find our center within our own universe, the more we can stay grounded and not act from a space of codependency, acting like we need something outside of ourselves, that we need someone outside of ourselves. Sometimes it's really important to have reflections and teachers out there who can inspire us, who can believe in us, because I wouldn't be here without all the people who believed in me in times that I didn't believe in myself. And now I get to share that space with y'all. I believe in you, and I believe in your ability to continue to become the High Priestess. The real challenge is not needing to try, learning how to make it look easy, and the more practice you do, the better you get. How can we continue to cultivate our space within our center, reminding ourselves that it's all playing according to prophecy, and the universe is all unfolding organically? This is the way. Keep it up, Taurus. Thank you for such a beautiful reading. House number 2. We're going to keep it flowing, my dudes. Stay focused on your love and cultivating this within your heart. This is the way. Gemini, house number 3 on the horizon. If you dug that Taurus emoji, go ahead and drop me a bull emoji or maybe the Taurus symbol so I know that you resonated with that one. And we're going to start shuffling for Gemini, house number 3. Focused, flowing. Appreciate y'all being here this evening. If you can hear me clearly, go ahead and click the screen a couple times as well, just so we keep this fresh on the feed. We are ready. We are flowing. Gemini, house number 3. This is about communication. Yes, the ruling planet of Gemini is Mercury, the planet of communication. Ultimately, being reminded that we're nothing more than the stories we tell ourselves. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, wherever you have a 3rd house placement, this is for you, my friends. Focus. Flow. We cut the deck. We clear it. We let it rest. Gemini is all about communication. So if Aries, house number 1 is about identity, house number 2 is about the values, the embodiment of the identity, house number 3 is then how you communicate your values and your identity onto the world. Let's get to it. What's the message for house number 3 as we flow forward this week? Here we go. We cut it. We clear it. We let it rest. First Tarot Tuesday of Scorpio season. The cards are speaking. Let's get right to it. Outstanding. Aphrodite, the goddess here for Gemini, house number 3. Aphrodite, the goddess of romantic love for you this evening. 8 of Wands here is the only card in the tarot that's right side up. Lord of Swiftness. We have Fortitude here in reverse for the collective. Daughter of the Flaming Sword in reverse for Gemini. And Knight of Swords here, reverse. Lord of the Winds and the Breezes makes another appearance for Gemini. Perhaps house number 3 has some relationship with Aries energy. Given that the Knight of Swords made an appearance in both readings, right now we're being reminded of swiftly shifting our focus to our fortitude, our strengths, continuing to cultivate our strengths, continuing to ground into our purpose and our place. Ultimately, it takes a lot of strength, a lot of fortitude to anchor into the frequency of love. It's necessary. The lovers are rare these days. In a world that is just disconnected on all sorts of levels, as you continue to find and ground into your love for life, not necessarily any single person, but love itself as a beingness, learning how to jump out of bed excited to be here and to be alive, because I believe that everybody deserves to love their life. And if you don't love your life, then what you doing with yourself? How can you start to take the baby steps to create a loving life? Romantic love is not just reserved for a partner or a romance. Romantic love is life. Just as the sky loves the earth, this is a romance within itself. And you, my friend, can also love life. Life is love. Exactly. Indeed. And the more that you can continue to ground into your love for life and be here as a beacon of this, you are then holding the space for the collective to do the same. We are beings of life and love. And what an honor and a joy it is. May you continue to shift your focus and your awareness, because ultimately, Swords energy is all about the mental. Where are you placing your focus? What thoughts are you entertaining on a daily basis? When you begin to shift your mentality and your focus and your awareness, your entire life will begin to shift as well. Thank you, Gemini. If y'all want to claim this message, go ahead and drop me your favorite bird emoji, or maybe just the Gemini symbol. Yes, what makes you happy to be alive? And what thoughts are you entertaining on a consistent basis? Because ultimately, everything is momentum. An object in motion stays in motion. An object at rest stays at rest unless acted upon by an outside force. I get to be that outside force to remind you that you don't have to continue doing what you've been doing on a daily basis. You're allowed to switch at the drop of a hat, at the drop of a feather. Keep your heart lighter than a feather, my friends. Thank you, Gemini. What a beautiful reading. Stay strong. Stay fortuitous. Choose love, choose love, choose love every instant you remember to do so. All right, we're going to keep flowing, focused, here for you, my friends. Thank you, Gemini. I dig it. Up next, I see all the beautiful birds out there. Up next, we got Cancer. Sun, Moon, Ascendant, house number 4. The ruling planet of Cancer is the Moon. So if you've got a Cancer Moon, amplify that energy for you. The first water sign of the chart tonight. Let's see what the message is. Cancer, house number 4 is about the home. So once you learn how to communicate your values, now you can build a home that holds the space for your values and your beingness. Cancer is also the first psychic symbol of the Zodiac, tapping into your supernatural psychic capabilities and gifts. Let's get right to it. House number 4, we are focused. We are here for it. We cut the deck. We clear it, we let it rest. Welcome in, everybody. We are currently doing Tarot Tuesday, general readings for all 12 houses. If you're just now getting here, we are currently on house number 4. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Let's get right to it. Focus, flowing. What's the message today? We cut it, we clear it, we let it rest. We draw 2 from the top of the deck. Beautiful, y'all. Beautiful, y'all. We flip the deck upside down to show the root. Outstanding. Cancer, only one card on the table right side up, and it's a good one at least. 6 of Pentacles here. Lord of Material Success. It seems like things are on the up for house number 4 this week. Lord of Material Success, 4 of Pentacles. Alongside in reverse, we have the 9 of Pentacles here. Lord of Material Gain. Lord of Material Success. Lord of Material Gain. Here we have the 7 of Wands. Lord of Valor in the root. Valor being the energy of victory, being the energy of having everything that we need. And here in the Goddess cards today, we have Gaia, Mother Earth for the collective, Gaia. Cancer being the first water sign of the chart. Water and Earth, when they join forces, this is where life is created. Ultimately, when water and earth move in union, material success plays out perfectly, and that's where the Lord of Valor comes into play. Right now, we're building a house of material success, and first it just starts with being grateful for having a house in the first place, being grateful for everything that we can call ours. I want to be reminded with all these energies in reverse right now of how we're to integrate these energies and to stay focused on the things that we can feel successful about. Yes, 7 of Wands. We have everything we need. Exactly. So this is when it comes to the home, being grateful for all the things that create our home, and then also like taking inventory. Like, what am I holding on to that I don't really utilize anymore? And is it important for me to hold on to this, or am I ready to let this go? Because ultimately, if we just have a bunch of stuff that's built up, that creates baggage, and it creates cobwebs and blockages within us. So it's so important to go through our inventory of our material belongings on a consistent basis to create space for the manifestations that wish to then take place. So we must let go in order to create space for that material gain. Yes, valor is the space of having it all right here, knowing that you are victorious just by being yourself, learning how to ground into this. And at Cancer, even though you can oftentimes be seen as like the babies of the zodiac, because a lot of times Cancers are extremely empathetic and emotional, this is one of your greatest gifts and your strongest superpowers ultimately, especially in a world where we're taught that emotions are weakness. Learning how to stay committed to your emotions and creating space for this and standing here strong and devoted to your emotional path, this will allow you the space to then be here as a beacon, because it's so important that people start to wake up to their emotions ultimately. Purged so much today, just moved all the furniture, decluttered the garage, felt so good, epic. It seems like great minds think alike, and the cards are on your side today. Now you're creating that space for your manifestation to fall into place. May you continue to make your home here on earth, and knowing that your home begins within. The body is made of the earth as well, and home is right here in our heart at the end of the day. And when we have home here, we can bring home with us wherever we go. Though it definitely is awesome to be able to have a nest, to be able to call a place ours. So what are you holding on to, and what are you ready to let go of, and how can you continue to practice gratitude and appreciation moment-to-moment basis? That's choosing that. Cup is always full energy. Cheers to you. House number 4, water break. Thank you dearly. If you dug that reading, go ahead and drop me the crab emoji or maybe the Cancer symbol, so you're out here listening, or maybe some water as well. We are here for this. We flow forward to house number 5 tonight. House number 5, Mephistopheles. I see you at 69. Hey, hey. House number 5 tonight. Sun, Moon, Ascendants, Leo. Leo is house number 5. Leo is ruled by the sun. So if you got a Leo sun, extra fire. Leo is about romance and desire and ego, how we express our internal environment into the world. This card's jumping out my hands. We're going to keep him. He jumped in twice. That same card jumped twice, so he's definitely wants to be here for Leo tonight. Sun, Moon, Ascendants, wherever you got a Leo placement, here it is today. House number 5. We are ready for you, collective. We cut the deck. We clear it. We let it rest. And a goddess for all my gods and goddesses out there tonight. Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, house number 5. We draw 2 cards from the top. Wow, super duper synchronistic, Leo. Super duper synchronistic. Let's freaking get it. This is one of the most synchronistic readings I've ever seen, honestly. Leo, we got the sun right here. That's your sign. In reverse, Lord of the Fire and the World. Leo, the card, the sun. We have the King of Wands just to amplify that. King of Wands for Leo tonight. Prince of the Chariots of Fire. Super strong. And that's also, if you see that there, Cancer, Leo, strong fire. Strong fire. In the root, here we have the Tower card, right side up. Lord of the hosts of the mighty, the Tower for house number 5. House number 5 is romance, desire. The card that keeps jumping in while we were shuffling is the Hierophant, the extra card for house number 5 tonight. Magus of the eternal gods, the Hierophant for house number 5. And of course, look at that. 5 for house number 5. Dude, this is like I'm saying, the symbolism in this reading right now is just proving to me that we are here in the 0 point. Like, these cards are so in sync. We got the Sun, we got the King of Wands, we got the 5, the Hierophant. And like I said, Leo is house number 5, about romance and desire. Aphrodite makes another appearance here. Romantic love for house number 5. If y'all are watching this right now, this is some magic happening. If you get it, you get it. If you don't know, don't worry. Ultimately, we're being reminded the importance of being the change that we want to see in the world. Is the big beacon energy that I'm getting right now. With the Tower card, my hands are itching. That's how you know it's a real good sign too. The Tower card and the Root, the only one that's right side up in the draw, you get to be that tower. You get to shine your light into the world, and you being a beacon will dissolve any densities, any limiting beliefs, any patterns, programs, any perceptions, projections, any attachments, any expectations, any ways of beingness that are no longer in resonance with your divinity, with your light. As you continue to shine your light, you'll just burn through all of this nonsense that is no longer in resonance with your romantic love, with you being as a beacon. Stay true to you. Stay true to you at the end of the day, because you are the creator of your reality, and oftentimes we'll give our power away to people because we don't know ourselves. Absolutely, we must be the change that we want to see in the world. So if we want to see change in the world, it all begins within, because you are the world. And don't you forget that, my friend. Separation is the illusion, and the change begins within. If you want to see the world outside of you change, you must hold true to your core values. You must stay true to your desires and your loves. The Hierophant is reminding us of the daily, consistent disciplines, staying devoted. The Hierophant is an individual who can show up day after day doing one thing or two things on a consistent basis that's going to assist you in cultivating and grounding and anchoring into your magic. Right now, being reminded the importance of finding at least one thing that we can devote ourselves to throughout this Scorpio season, so we can continue to cultivate seeing ourselves as the sun. Because you, my friends, are stars, and don't you let anybody tell you otherwise. We got the star here, we got the King of Wands. That's such strong Leo energy on the table. Very important to be that change that you want to see in the world. In a world that is just completely filled with disarray and doubt, you, by walking in faith and staying in truth to your heart and your desires and projecting romantic love onto the world, is being here as a beacon for the collective. Here it is, my friends. Leo. It's lit. What a beautiful way to start Scorpio season. These synchronicities are just speaking that we are here in the moment. So stoked for this. Let's get to it. We are flowing. We are focused for you this evening. Up next, we have house number 6, Virgo energy. If y'all dug that, go ahead and drop me a flame emoji, or maybe a flame of heart, or maybe the sun with a smile. My Virg babes makes it in at perfect time. Good to see you, champ. We're here tonight. Virgo sun, moon ascendants, house number 6. Wherever you got a Mercury placement, Mercury is the ruling planet of house number 6. House number 6 is all about the work. So if Leo is the desire, house number 6 is the work that it takes to bring that desire to fruition. We are focused. We are flowing. House number 6 this evening. I see y'all. It's lit out here. Epic, epic, epic. Here for this message. Virgo, sun, moon, ascendants. I'm drawing you 2 extra cards today because they're perfect and they jump in while I'm shuffling. We cut this deck. We clear it. We let it rest. We shuffle the goddesses over here for Leo. Excuse me. For Virgo. For Virgo, I'm still stoked about that Leo reading. Now we're drawing for Virgo. Sun, moon, ascendants, wherever you got a 6th house placement, wherever you got a Mercury placement, here for it. Cut it, clear it, let it rest. We draw 2 off the top of the deck. Outstanding, Virgo. Of course, let's get to it. You got 2 extra cards, and only 1 card out of the entire table is right side up. And that's you holding down the space, the one who jumped in. House number 6, we have the Empress, daughter of the mighty ones, Virgo. The other card that jumps in while we're shuffling, Ace of Pentacles. That's Virgo energy. Ace of Pentacles here, house number 6. Pentacles is the element of earth. Virgo is the 2nd earth sign of the Zodiac. We also have here 4 of Cups in the root and reverse. Lord of blended pleasure, 4 of Cups. Knight of Wands for you this evening. Lord of flame and lightning. 3 of Cups as well. Lord of abundance for Virgo this evening. 3 of Cups. And here for you, we have Oshun, the goddess of the ocean, the goddess of generosity, here for Virgo this evening. A couple ways we can interpret this reading. The fact that the only card that's right side up, the Empress, the one that jumps in while we're shuffling, is showing me that you've made it to the throne. You've made a point of no return. you've made a point of no return. There's no going back on where you are. The more you can just ground yourself and familiarize yourself and continue to cultivate your Empress qualities, staying grounded here and not letting anything take you off your throne, learning how to continue to prioritize regulating your nervous system so you're not acting from a space of emotion, but instead you're sitting witness, radically observing your emotions, honoring them, and then choosing to enact from an empowered space. I'm also getting this energy that you're starting to find some pleasure within the pains. With the Lord of Blended Pleasure next to the Knight of Wands here, I'm getting this energy that you are triumphing over all of the trials and the tribulations, and you're actually starting to find these challenges as fun, which can be kind of seen as sadistic at times. Like, you're starting to learn to love the grind and the struggle. So power to you, because this is where some of the greatest abundance can come in, and ultimately that love is what's going to pull you through over it all. With the Ace of Pentacles here, it shows me that you have everything that you need already within you. It's deep-seated and it's continuing to stay grounded in your roots. May you continue to do that important dirty work. I know my Virgos, sometimes they don't like getting dirty, but that dirty work is so absolutely necessary for us to create a cleanly and pristine space, because as they say, cleanliness is next to divinity. And here, Oshun, the goddess of generosity, is, I'm getting you deserve to receive the compliments that want to be bestowed upon you. You deserve to receive the generosity that wants to be shared with you. And also, being generous with your energy, because you don't have to hold it all to yourself. You're allowed to express yourself. You don't have to hold back. You're allowed to stand here as a beacon. You don't have to go out there and like just spread yourself thin and just like be over the top charitable, but also like learning that it's so in the balance, and reciprocity is necessary, one of the most important laws of the universe. May you continue to stay focused, stay grounded, and continue to regulate your system to recognize like how the abundance is just overpouring as you continue to, and it's so important that we keep that abundance cycling as well. As I was reading in the I Ching this week, when we're in a state of abundance, it's really important to just like allow ourselves to enjoy that, but eventually the abundance will shift. Just like when a tree starts to fruit, it becomes abundant with its fruit, and those fruits need to be eaten or shared, otherwise they will just rot on the ground. And it's really good for the fruits to rot on the ground, because then they'll create nutrients for the soil and the next season. Though ultimately, it's very important that we stay focused on shifting our energy. It's so important on shifting our energy. Hey, if I have any mods in the house, you're always welcome to mute and block anybody who's being disrespectful in the comments, as I'm especially here in the flowing space, as I am channeling. I just went ahead and muted and blocked that person really quickly because I didn't see that they were being disrespectful. Yes, the I Ching was reminding me of the importance of shifting the abundance and utilizing that abundance to keep that abundance flowing, because otherwise it's just going to just sit and rot. And sometimes that's a very important part of the process, but the more we are actively playing a role in utilizing that energy, the more we can sustain that abundance even when we are traveling. Yes. The more we can just stay grounded here, slowing down into our root, staying present and partaking in this space of our presence, the more we can then just continue to share that with the world around us. So thank you, Virgo, for holding this down. What an awesome reading indeed. Good to see you, Andy. All is good. You jumped in at the perfect time. No worries, though. I blocked them real quick. Nonetheless, we are focused. We are flowing. We're going to keep this energy moving tonight. Thank you, house number 6. I appreciate all y'all. Indeed, what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reading. We're going to keep this energy moving. If y'all dug that Virgo reading, go ahead and drop me the Virgo sign, or maybe drop me the woman with the red dress dancing, because Virgo is the sign of the Virgin. I feel like she's a pretty good emoji to hold it down. If you dug that reading, go ahead and drop me your emblem for Virgo this evening, and we're going to keep it moving. That's sweet, Carolyn. You can catch the recording of this live stream on my YouTube tomorrow if you want to hear the message. It's going to be uploaded on my YouTube tomorrow. You can find that over there linked in the bio. You can subscribe, and that goes for anybody who's just now joining tonight. If you want to catch Aries through Virgo, you're more than welcome to do so. Up next, we got Libra. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. We are here for it. Focused, flowing for you this evening. House number 7, Libra. Cheers, Andy. I am golden. Thank you dearly. I wish you the best, my friend. Up next, we got house number 7, Libra. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. In the background, you hear Tantra flute music by Meditative Mind. And right now, we have house number 7, Libra. Sun, Moon, Ascendants, also ruled by Venus. Let's get right to it. We cut it, we clear it, we let it rest. Shuffle these cards, keeping this energy moving this evening. We got 1, 2, 3 likes up on there on the screen. Everything moving in perfect order. Focus for you, my dudes. Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. We cut it. We clear it. We let it rest. Draw 2 from the top of the deck. Flip the deck upside down to show the root. And 1 goddess for you. Outstanding. Let's do this. House number 7. First, we have the 2 of Swords here. In the root, Lord of Peace restored. That's a strong Libra energy. If you know me, look at that. There's a Libra sign right there. Libra Sun. You see? Well, it's also Libra Moon. 2 of Swords is ruled by the Libra Moon. That's how you know we're in the flow right now. We have the universe here. The great ones of the nighttime. Libra is all about restoring peace and finding balance once again. The universe, 2 of Swords, 4 of Wands here in reverse. Lord of perfected work. In reverse. And Maya, the goddess of illusions here for you this evening. Maya for Libra. Ultimately, we're being reminded that everything in this world is an illusion. Everything is illusory. To be illusory means that it's always evolving and changing, and nothing stays the same except for the truth. The truth is eternal. Your soul is eternal. Love, true love, is eternal. These intangible objects and experiences are more real than this material reality, but it's so easy to get lost in the distractions, the distortions, and the depictions of this material reality. The more we can then learn how to cultivate peace within, the more we get to know ourselves and stand in our truth, to be embodiments and beacons of this, that we can hold down this role in the universe. Yes, this is how we then restore peace. As they say, the calmest part of the storm is the eye of the storm. The eye is the calmest part of the storm. So even when the world around us is chaos, if we are staying true and finding that peace within, this is how we can then continue to be here as, I want to say, lighthouses, as I want to say angels holding down the space for that peace that ultimately we'll return to. Even when chaos is going rampant and wild, if we can cultivate that peace within, this is how we then continue to stay here as anchors to restore that peace once again in the universe. The 4 of Wands here in reverse is reminding us, yes, this is the perfected work. This is the path. The more we can see through the illusions, the more we can stand into our truth, the more that we can then honor and integrate our universal beingness, recognizing that we're not these bodies. These bodies are extensions of us. None of this is real. The more that we can see through the illusions, the more we can then commit to the truth and remind ourselves truly why we are here in this lifetime. Not to just be contributing members of society, but to be here as souls on a mission to honor and fulfill our mission, to live and learn our lessons, to step into our dharma, to clear the karma, and to be here as beacons to uplift the frequency and the vibration of this planet who is ready to restore peace once again. We just concluded Libra season, and it seems that we've done some good work thus far. Now we're stepping into Scorpio to hold down this energy. Keep up the good work, collective. Appreciate you this evening. If you dug that message, go ahead and drop me that Libra symbol, or go ahead and drop me the 2 swords crossed, or go ahead and drop me the balance scales emoji, just so I know that you're out here vibing with us this evening. We're going to keep this energy flowing. Thank you, Libra. What a solid message. Up next, we got the birthday babes in the house, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Scorpio is ruled by the planet of Pluto and Mars. Scorpio is all about death, rebirth. It's about the depths, the darkness. Extra card for you, birthday babes. Scorpio, ruled by the planet of Pluto, the planet of transformation, the planet of magic. Here it is. Focus. We are flowing for Scorpio this evening. We cut it, we clear it, we let it rest. We draw 2 cards from the top. Flip the deck upside down to show the root. And a goddess for you. The one card that jumps in while we're shuffling, we have the 2 of Wands here. Lord of Dominion. 2 of Wands. In the draw, we have the 3 of Wands. Lord of Established Strength for Scorpio today. 8th house. Lord of Established Strength. Lord of Dominion. Princess of Swords, right side up in the draw. Princess of the Rushing Winds. And Lord of Sorrow here in the root for Scorpio this evening. 3 of Swords, Lord of Sorrow. The goddess for Scorpio this evening is Spider Woman, the goddess of co-creation. Strong message for you, my friends. Strong message. You are the co-creator of your reality, and don't you ever forget that. I feel like with my Scorpio babes, it's so easy for them to get stuck in cycles of victim mentality of woe is me. Oh my gosh, why is everything so dark and emotional? Like, why is the world always challenging me? Because God did not choose his strongest warriors to give him an easy path. You see, no smooth seas made a strong sailor, and right now we're being reminded the importance of learning how to wield that sword of sorrow so we can pick it up and we can learn how to make that sorrow work in our favor so that we can find the sanctity within the sorrow and we can begin to alchemize that energy, not letting the things that bring us down take us out of our dominion. And when we continue to claim our dominion, we stay true to our heart and our core beliefs. This is how we establish our strengths. But ultimately, Scorpio, we can't be enacting from a place of victim mentality, woe is me. We can't be stinging our tail and projecting our own pains onto other people, because then we're just going to perpetuate those cycles of suffering for ourselves, because ultimately other people's are direct reflections of ourselves. And so it's so important to learn how to exactly weave indeed, as Spider-Woman is here for us this evening, reminding us the importance of learning how to weave so we can co-create our reality with intention, with clarity, with purity. Ultimately, what stories are we holding on to, and how are we enacting this and playing this out into our life? And then how is this affecting the way, what timelines we step into and the momentums that we're creating for ourselves? Yes, this is so important and necessary because you play a very vital role in your life, if not the most important role in your own personal life. And this is where 2 of Wands comes in, claiming that dominion, honoring yourself, and stepping into your truth and staying grounded in your strengths, but not allowing your pains to get the best of you. Learning how to keep that Scorpio tail to yourself and learning how to only utilize it for the real enemy. And our enemy is not of flesh and blood. Our enemy is our inner me. Learning how to make peace with that aspect of self that wants to wallow in misery. And learning how to be like, hey bitch, get up. We're not here for this anymore. Stop acting like that. It's time to wear that shell well. Scorpio, I love you. We're gonna keep it flowing, my dudes. Hey, what? Hey, Lynn W. Hey, Hobo Circus. Good to see you, Joe. Glad y'all made it in today. We are currently flowing for Tarot Tuesday. Just wrapping up. 8th house Scorpio energy. We're gonna keep it flowing. If y'all want to catch the recording of this live stream, if you're just now getting here, the recording will be up on my YouTube tomorrow. We are focused. We are flowing. I appreciate y'all. What an epic and important reading for my Scorpio babies. Happy birthday, all y'all. And keep this energy moving with Sagittarius, house number 9. House number 9 tonight. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, wherever you have a Jupiter placement. This is when we start to jump into the realms of the gods. Yes, you get an extra card as well. Fucking awesome card for you as well. I say the realm of the gods and the Emperor jumps in. Yo, we're really in sync today. I'm digging it. Right now, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, here for you, my friends. Let's see what else is there. Happy early birthday, Joe. Congratulations on another successful revolution around the sun. Now we are moving forward with house number 9 tonight. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, wherever you got a Jupiter placement. Let's get right to it. Shuffling the goddesses for all my gods and goddesses out here tonight. Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, the king of the gods. House number 9 is all about divine, higher wisdom, learning how to be here as channels, as beacons, and tap into our own personal connection to Source. Powerhouse, house number 9. We are here for you tonight. So as I said, the Emperor jumps in when I mentioned gods. The sun of the morning here. We have the 9 of Pentacles here in the root for house number 9. House number 9, we got the 9 of Pentacles, Lord of Material Gain. I'm telling you, we're in sync today. We got the 6 of Cups here. Lord of Pleasure for Sagittarius. Sagittarius knows the Lord of Pleasure, I'll tell you what. And we got the 6 of Swords here for you as well, in reverse. Lord of Earned Success. 6 of Cups, 6 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, 6-9 on the table. And the goddess for you tonight, Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion for house number 9. Compassion is a superpower. Learning how to be compassionate for ourselves is so necessary. Learning how to honor and value our own time, effort, and energy, not from an egoic space, but recognizing that we don't have to sell ourselves short. It's so important that we learn how to see ourselves as divinity, learning how to anchor into our emperor, empress mentality, recognizing that we are the centers of our life. You are the center of your own solar system, and it's so important that you prioritize pleasure for yourself, because we're here to enjoy ourselves. I know it's so silly to remind us this, but so often that we take this life way too seriously. We're allowed to be silly. In fact, that's a pretty divine wisdom channeling through me. It's like, it's important to stay silly. It's important to laugh along through the punches. It's important to stay light in our heart, lighter than a feather, ultimately. This is how we can alchemize any energy, any trials, tribulations, or challenges, or obstacles that are thrown our way. We can learn how to make peace with these energies. We can then learn how to then stay true to our core and work with anything that's thrown our way. Yes, indeed, very necessary. And when we do so, when we prioritize pleasure, this is how we then open up ourselves to that material gain. We recognize that everything is here, all of the difficulties, all of the obstacles, all the challenges and the tribulations, everything is actually playing toward our material gain. When we can stay in that pronoia sort of space, that everything is working for me rather than against me, this is how we reclaim our roles as the creator of our reality and staying true to the vision, the prophecy. So when you are feeling challenged, when you're feeling triggered, my question for you is, how are you to learn from this? How are you to learn from this? Because by sitting in the seat of the witness, in the seat of the student, when we can learn our lessons, we're not losing anything. Even if it appears that something has been lost, if we learn from the experience, we don't lose anything. We gain from that material, from that experience. And this is how we then earn that success, by staying in the seat of the student, in the seat of the witness. Compassion is crucial, and you deserve to have compassion for yourself. And ultimately, compassion for self goes all the way down to the food that we eat, how we're feeling when we are eating, all the way down to the clothes that we wear, all the way down to the people we spend time with, all the way down to how we're utilizing our energy scrolling. Are we just feeding subconsciously into things that are creating more pain and disconnect and worry within ourselves? Or are we choosing to only give our eyes and attention to that which is building us up? This is what's super necessary right now. And the more we can then be compassionate for ourselves, it plays out into all of life, because everything is connected. So the more we eat cleaner, the more we're not participating in cycles of pain and suffering that's harming innocent animals for our own pleasure. Compassion is such an angelic quality, and it's a very, very beautiful practice. And if you're new to the concept of compassion, I recommend that you look up on YouTube compassion meditation. I'm going to start recording my own, because it's very important that Spirit wants me to be here as a beacon to start recording meditations for people to have in their own time. But a compassion meditation is such an important meditation that has gotten me further in my journey of learning how to stop seeing things from a separatist lens, and more so being honorable of everybody in their own personal journey, because we're all going there in our own time. It's just, are we willing to take the steps? Some people won't get it in this life, and that's okay. That's not our responsibility. But the more we can take the steps in our own fashion, the more we will then play out as mirrors for those who are ready to inspire and encourage our fellow reflections to do the same. Whew. Thanks, Sagittarius. That's some Emperor energy, I tell you what. Because a good Emperor is compassionate. We haven't seen one of them in lifetimes. That's okay. We're shifting out of the Kali Yuga. We're stepping back into the Sattvic age. And that's why we get to be here today. What an honor and a joy it is. We're going to keep this energy flowing for house number 10. If If you dug that message, go ahead and drop me the crown emoji just so I know that you're out here vibing. Maybe the Jupiter or Sagittarius symbol. But right now we're going to keep it flowing. For Capricorn, house number 10. Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Capricorn. I feel it, my friends. We're here for this. House number 10 is the foundation. It's the law and the order of the divine, not just of the countries and the government. It's about God's government. Capricorn. So if Sagittarius is divine wisdom, Capricorn is learning how to build a foundation for that divine wisdom to continue to grow and expand and evolve. Sun, Moon, Ascendants, wherever you have a Saturn placement, house number 10 for you this evening. Let's get to it. We are focused. We are flowing. We cut it. Let's do that once more. We cut it. There we go. We clear it. We let it rest. Here it is. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendants for you this evening. Strong cards on the table. Let's get to it. This is a beautiful collective Capricorn reading because Saturn is shifting. Saturn is wrapping up his journey through Pisces, and the world is ending. In case you haven't realized yet, the world's ending, but that's not a bad thing because the world is always changing and being restarted. All the time, every single breath, every inhale, we breathe into a new world, and every exhale, we let go, we let to rest the old world. Right now, we have the Knight of Swords here in the root, the only card that's right side up for you, house number 10. Knight of Swords makes another appearance in the root today. Really wants to remind us the importance of our mental energy. House number 10, mental energy. When it comes to the laws of Hermeticism, rule number 1, everything is mental. Everything is beginning right here. 6 of Pentacles in the draw for you. House number 10, Lord of Material Success. 6 of Pentacles for Capricorn. Capricorn also being the last element of Earth in the chart. Good to see we got some Pentacles on the table. The High Priestess here for you. These are the ones who are going to usher in the new world. But it's really an ancient future. A new Earth, as some of you might have heard. But it's really an ancient future. The ones who have been preserving the Earth, preserving life, preserving the truth. The high priestesses of this realm are the ones who are ushering in this new Saturn chapter. And here we have Morgan here. As I said, the world's ending. We got the goddess of death and magic, the Morgan here for house number 10. Right now, it's very clear on the table. We're reminded that everything is mental. If you've never heard of the laws of Hermeticism, I highly recommend you go look them up. And if you're looking for a book that will help you learn them deeper, The Ancient Future by Wayne B. Chandler. The Ancient Future is an epic depiction of the laws of Hermeticism. There's also the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, and that's a very mythological way of perceiving the Hermetic principles. The Hermetic principles were the ways of the ancient Egyptians from Kemet. Ancient Egypt before ancient Egypt even existed. The ones from pre-Atlantis time, Lemurian times, the ones where everybody was living as gods and goddesses, high priestesses and magicians, learning how to embody their magic and stand in this as their base reality, like waking up, levitating. Like, we all deserve to tap into our cosmic divine energy, and this is where we are going in the age of Aquarius. If you want to step into that timeline, if you're out here listening to this random dude on the internet ramble, perhaps you're making your way towards that progress. This is where I am. This is where I'm here to hold down the pillar. Yes, The Ancient Future by Wayne Chandler. Everything is mental. Nothing's real. It's all happening within your mind. The more that you can make peace within your mind, the more you can make peace within your heart, the more that you can then be here as a beacon to usher in these energies. If you ask me, the highest frequency is Godspeed, moving so fast that it appears still. 6 of Pentacles is reminding us the importance of learning how to make peace with the stillness, to appreciate everything that we have, to integrate into that material success. The High Priestess is an individual who follows the laws of nature, because it's all playing according to prophecy. We really don't have to do anything. Really, the challenge is learning how to get out of our own way so we can surrender to the spirit and let it move through us as channels of the cosmos. And as we usher in this space for a new beginning, we will be here, arising from the ashes, like Phoenix, The real ones remain. I know that reading scared a lot of people away, but that's totally okay. The world is shifting right before our very eyes. The more you can stay true to you, this is where you will then be here. Because ultimately, the fortune favors the brave, and the universe always puts us in the perfect place at the perfect time with the perfect people. And the real ones will always remain. The truth is forever. And those who stay in true to you are here for eternal life. We're here to grow heaven on earth, in case you weren't aware. And that's why the system has to collapse. That's why Saturn and Pluto are returning at the same time. That's why Saturn and Pluto are returning at the same time. I don't know if there's ever been a time where Saturn and Pluto have been shifting like this, where the dynamics of everything has been playing out so perfectly. Prophecy is playing out accordingly. The more we can just stay focused on joy and have fun out here, we can dance along these fires. But ultimately, the narrative is going to want to create as much trauma and turmoil as it can within every single person. Even if something's happening all the way across the world, it's going to want you to feed into that energy, even though there's nothing really you can do about it. So just continue to stay focused on yourself, ultimately, if you're going to ask me. And that's the most selfish thing that you can do, to be here as an anchor for heaven on earth. Shouts out, Saturn. Alrighty, we're going to keep flowing. Up next, we got house number 11, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Aquarius, here for you this evening. We're stoked for it. If y'all dug that Saturn reading, go ahead and drop me Saturn emoji. I see you, Jaliyah. Welcome in. Yeah, go ahead and drop that Saturn emoji if you're out here claiming heaven on earth energy. You're ready to be here as the real ones. Up next, we got Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Aquarius is ruled by the planet Uranus. Aquarius is about the collective. It's about the time and space that we all share together here today. Oof, these cards are jumping out of my hands. They are ready to play. We are focused. We are flowing. We are here for it. Let's get to it. Let's ground a little bit. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. These are collective readings. Right now we're wrapping up the live stream. We got 2 more, Aquarius and then Pisces, and then I'll be it. Jaliyah, you jumped in during Capricorn. That reading that we were just reading was for Capricorn. You can always catch the recording of this on my YouTube tomorrow. You can subscribe over on the YouTube, get the recording of this if you're just now joining. Right now we're reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. We cut it, we clear it, we let it rest. Do I have any Aquarians in the house? Any Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants? Here for you this evening. We cut it, we clear it, we let it rest. We draw 2 from the top of the deck. We flip the deck upside down to show the root. And a goddess for you. Fantastic. Aquarius, the last sign of air in the Zodiac. It's perfect that we get Iris, the goddess of communication. 22, even though Aquarius is house number 11. 11 plus 11, 11 is 22. Iris, the goddess of communication, here in reverse, reminding us of our conversation with the world within and all around us. We have the Knight of Wands here, once again, Lord of Flame and Lightning, this time in the root, Knight of Wands. We have the 7 of Swords here, Lord of Unstable Efforts, 7 of Swords, and alongside her we have the Fortitude card once more, Lord of the Shining Flame, Flaming Sword, here. See, we live in a society, in a system, in a synthetic society that was built on unstable efforts, and we're watching it collapse right before our very eyes. That's why in the age of Aquarius, we're going to see this bloodless revolution shift of energy. I mean, we literally have the moon of Aquarius right there on the 7 of Swords card. And I'm pretty sure the moon is in Aquarius right now, if I'm not mistaken. It might be shifting into Pisces, but it's very perfectly timed, just given this energy that's happening right now. Within the world and within ourselves. Ultimately, we are always in communication. Life is one grand conversation. Life is one great and amazing conversation. We are always communicating, whether we recognize it or not. The more we can become clear, honest, and intentional about our conversation with the universe, within and all around us, the more we can then step into this conversation with focus, with fortitude, It ain't easy, especially in a world that tries to convince the people that God isn't real and that you don't have a soul, that you need to have empirical evidence in order to prove things to be true, and then it brainwashes the individuals right from the womb in order to try to convince them of something of nonsense. And a lot of times people's faith is stolen from them because of the structures of religion, where religions are meant and created to keep your mind and your heart and your soul encapsulated, just as scientism, just as the government. Yes, Aqua is the Rainbow Queen, indeed, and we are here to burn through all these illusions and develop our own personal union and connection to the source within and all around thee, because the only resource that exists is your mental energy. So how can you focus your swords, your words, to create the story that it is that you wish to see? Because we're nothing more than the stories we tell ourselves. And if we want to give all of our belief and our faith into the stories that are just handed to us by the mainstream narrative and the public education system and all the churches, then we're going to give away our powers as being the authors of our life. Thank you all for clarifying whether or not the moon is in Pisces or Aquarius. So we just completed the moon in Aquarius, which I still find super fitting. It's, pretty dang close. Regardless, we're talking about Aquarius right now, and it's just really important to recognize that you are the author of your life. I am nothing more than a reflection of you. If anything I'm saying tonight is in resonance with you, I'm super duper grateful to be here as a mirror, as a conduit to hold this and to share this message. But ultimately, what really matters is how you feel it within your own body, and then how you apply this awareness and the information onto your life. How necessary it is to continue to flow into your role as the author of your life, and learning how to sit in the seat of the witness like a knight of wands, like just out here. The horse is lit, it's riding. And when the horse is lit and riding, you got to stay focused. You got to make sure that your toes are planted into those bolsters so you're not falling off your horse. You got to this is really requiring us to be grounded while moving at light speed. And it ain't easy, but the more we can just practice on finding peace within, the more we can then show up from this space to be here as beacons of liberty and peace. Ultimately, we must free our minds. How are we communicating ourselves, and how are we feeding into the storylines that are provided to us? Or are we choosing to write the story for ourselves? It ain't easy. It takes fortitude. It takes courage. Though as my recorded reading posted this evening, fortune favors the brave. May you stay true to you, to your core, and continue to show up for this way. This is the way. Thank you, Aquarius. It's lit. Let's keep it moving. Last but not least, we have Pisces this evening. That's lit. Never seen that one before. I dig it. Thanks, No Name. Appreciate you. Up next, if y'all dug that Aquarius reading, go ahead and drop me the cheers emoji. Aquarius being the water bears. Go ahead and drop me that cheers emoji. Or maybe just drop me the I'm hearing the word integrity. Hey, I will claim that. Speak that into the space. Integrity is crucial when it comes to living in one's truth and honoring one's soul's mission and role, and stepping in as a beacon of the Aquarian age. Absolutely, indeed. Cheers, y'all. We're flowing. We're keeping it focused. I appreciate you, Aquarius. Cheers, my friends. Next, we have Pisces. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. 12th house. This is about the subconscious, the unconscious, the dreams, the space beyond definition, time. Pisces, 12th house. The last sign of the zodiac, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, ruled by Neptune. Currently, Neptune is still in Pisces doing the thing right now. We're being very much reminded to live, embody, and work the dream. Here it is for you, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. We cut it. We clear it. We let it rest. Personally, this cat has a stellium in Pisces, so this is my natural energy. 5th house, so super stoked on it. Always love Pisces. Here it is for you this evening. House number 12. We cut it, we clear it, we let it rest. We draw 2 from the top of the deck. Flip the deck upside down to show the root for you. We draw in one goddess, Pisces. One card right side up for my Pisces friends today. We got the Seven of Cups here. Lord of illusory success. Seven of Cups in the root, right side up. Everything else is in reverse. Two of Wands here. Lord of Dominion. Two of Wands. Eight of Swords here for Pisces friends. Lord of Shortened Force in reverse. And the goddess for Pisces this evening, we have Nike, the goddess of ambition here. Nike, the goddess of victory for house number 12. House number 12, I'm getting this fire under the ass sort of energy. I know for my Pisces babies, it can be really easy to just be off in dream state, la la land, and just, woo, life is blissy. But like, we're here to anchor. Like, we're here to call upon that Virgo energy to learn how to become embodiments of this dream, not just be in our own world and realm. Like, we are here to learn how to stand here as beacons, because yes, the world is built in illusory success, but we are here to learn how to become embodiments of what real success looks like. Living the dream, claiming one's dominion. And as we do so, Pisces, house number 12, this is how we then shorten the forces that are attempting to shorten our forces. That fire under the ass energy, there's that ambition. It's that ambition of like focusing, like you came here with a soul mission. You didn't just come here to check out. You came here to check in and to stay committed for your life. This is a lifelong journey, and you're not here to just diddle dally. You're not here to just like twist your fingers around, as the coaches would say. Like, you're here to like show up and step into your magic, to be here as an ascended master, to be here as a beacon, to recognize and remember that we have been doing this. Especially the Pisces suns and the Pisces moons, like you've been doing this. Like, y'all are old souls. Don't you ever forget that. So the more that you can continue to tap into your own personal magic and become clear within your soul's communication, this is how you can then step into what it is that you're here to do. Card reminds me of Katniss in the Hunger Games, empathic yet completely determined. Absolutely. Shouts out Nike. I definitely get that energy, Trin. Absolutely. Like, because we are here to live the dream, and that's what's required for the age of Aquarius, to become beacons as the dream. We're done with this. We're here to get to action. We're here to claim our dominion. We're here to step into our magic. We're not here to sit on the sidelines and watch shit happen. We're here to use our voice and our actions to the best of our ability to show up where we can, when we can, to be supports, to be here as beacons, to be here as mirrors, to continue to hold this frequency of the dream so that we can then create the space for who we are here to work with. Indeed. It's all playing out accordingly. The more we can get out of our own way, because like I was saying, Pisces just like, it's really easy to just like be all lollygag and dilly-dally in the dream state. When we show up and we learn how to live the dream, then our dream team will play out organically, perfectly, effortlessly. It's necessary. So by Pisces, may you continue to show up for yourself. May you get your head out of your ass, and may you commit to yourself to this path of claiming victory and ambition, claiming your truth and your power. This is what you deserve, and this is what the world deserves, because you are the world, and don't you ever forget that. Thank you, Pisces. I appreciate you this evening. What an important reading. An important reading indeed. We're going to keep this energy flowing. Stoked, indeed. Let go, give love, enjoy, embrace all of it, stay humble and stay grand. That's exactly it, Trin. Speak the truth. Speak the truth. And that concludes Tarot Tuesday this evening. We read from Aries all the way to Pisces. If you're just now getting here, you can check out the recording on my YouTube tomorrow. It'll be up live tomorrow. You can go subscribe over there through the links. And if you want to rewatch this to get your message for this week, it'll be up there. Thank y'all dearly. What an honor and a joy it is to be here this evening. We're going to close this live stream. We're going to close it for like 10, 15 minutes. And then I'm going to restore a little bit, and then we'll jump back on for personal readings tonight. So if anybody wants to come back for personal readings, you're here for that. If you found any value in this, you're more than welcome to drop a tip through the links over there in the bio. But these are free. But ultimately, this is how I'm able to keep the roof over my head and keep the food in my belly and my puppy's belly. So if you'd like to show your support, if you found any value in this, even $1 goes a long way. regardless, we're going to be back for the personal readings tonight. Thank y'all for this space. I wouldn't be here without you. What an honor and a joy it is to co-create these readings together. I love doing this so much. Yes, meditation will be on Monday, indeed. 6:33 p.m., 9:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:33 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Puppy's over there taking a nap right now, so not going to show her tonight, but you can check out my video that I posted today, and you'll see it. We went skateboarding, and it's an awesome video. Always good spending time with y'all as well. Hey, Trin, I appreciate you dearly. So many good things happening here. If it's your first time here, welcome back. Welcome in. We're going to go fill up our cup for a little bit, and then we'll be back on. If anybody jumps into the queue for personal readings tonight, I will comment on your donation to let you know when we are going live, so that you know that we are going live. So D, I see you on the PayPal. You're going to be up first this evening, and then we're going to get flowing. If anybody knows they want a personal reading tonight, you can jump in. Zen the Alchemist is the Cash App and the Venmo. PayPal Zelle is in the bio. 3333 is the suggested donation this evening. Mi español es muy poquito. Necesito practicar. Aprendo. Nonetheless, muchas bendiciones. Dulces sueños. Te amo. I love all of you. So many blessings. Thank you for joining us this evening. Look forward to seeing you in the next live stream. Until then, Godspeed.